Alright guys, welcome back. This is Professor.
I'm Bugman.
Homer.
And we are going back into Doki Doki Literature Club. We have Yuri's poem to read, so let's go.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Homer, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
I wonder why Homer did that.
Maybe that's why. You did a very good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
Spaghetti on her vomit on her.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts.
My boobs are tingling.
I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
So, gentlemen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
My bosoms.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that.
Oh.
I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon.
What, to stab the raccoon?
Yep.
The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal.
I'm just imagining her cutting bread and the raccoon going like, "Yee!"
The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite...
There we go.
Quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Yeah.
That was more like a short story.
Yeah, right?
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical.
No, I really did cut a raccoon.
It's not very metaphorical at all.
I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
Feeding
It's those
wild
sort of things
bread?
I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write about something like that? About someone being ridiculed for strange
Oh, yeah, the
interests?
spiders.
Uh,
She likes spiders.
Eh? She did!
yeah.
What are you, Canadian?
She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right! I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that!
Ah ha ha! Don't worry, I have no reason to.
That's okay.
you comply.
You're right.
Okay.
Not if you comply.
Thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Homer.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have something to do for the festival? It's not like we put together anything good in just a few days. Well, just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members anyways.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing!
Performing!
Monica! Yeah,
Were
we're
you
having a poetry
Were you about to
performance.
say penis?
Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago, and it's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people.
Like us.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry.
Mm.
But I still think we should give it our best.
But
Fuck you.
You're gonna do it anyway.
We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about.
yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. And having fun.
That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do.
Sayori, are you touching Natsuki?
I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
Oh.
Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just give it over with. Alright.
Phew. Phew.
Phew.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant
Doki
faces.
Doki, the game of grunts.
Right?
So, I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
I'm pretty sure I did this. I said this about 2 minutes ago, and you guys agreed to do it, so.
Oh no! Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Ah, of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation?
Recitation.
Recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was good, Monica!
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next!
Yuri's becoming a bitch.
Wow! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
What do you think of the title?
Don't read about murdering a raccoon.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Oh, God.
Is this about the changes? Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished.
I didn't even get a chance to actually do it.
Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation.
Why?
I don't know.
I must save us!
I'm the first to start applauding.
So clap.
Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Homer liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori.
It came out nicely.
The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. I love force behind it. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing doing it in front of everybody.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay!
That's what...
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Homer. It's not like I compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Homer lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it.
That shade.
Natsuki!
It's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today.
I already heard that.
Yeah, I know, right? I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Then I'm done. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that,
Massacre,
once I finish, I
bubbles.
receive applause anyway.
Massacre. Boop.
Bubbles.
Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... It's called... Why are you looking at me? Just because you present...
Oh, because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem's called Jump!
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little.
I just imagine Natsuki's voice.
Apache! Jump on it! Jump on it!
While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
We're gonna do it again! Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will always be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead.
That's fine, too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Here's my ass.
Right? Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day!
I can't wait!
I can do this! I can do this!
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica.
My bad.
If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Ooh.
He likes Monica,
Ready to
huh?
go?
Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep! Look at you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Heh.
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
I like them all.
Right?
It's okay, Homer. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already.
What I'm trying to say is I want to fuck all of you.
I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Huh? Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that?
You're
You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Eh.
Ooh.
Oh, here's the choice. Okay, so Homer gets to make this choice.
Ooh.
Who do you like?
Do you like Bugman or Professor?
Let's go, Yuri.
You son of a bitch.
Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know.
Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time?
Alright, guys, I think that's a good point to stop. We'll make our next poem on the next episode.
Ooh, I like these words.
Ooh.
Okay,
Alright, guys. Take it easy. Tune in next time. Bye.
bye.
Ah.